Alright, I do believe we are all set to go here. Just need to check my audio real quick, of course. Just make sure everything's up to snuff. And it is. So, Merry Christmas, everyone! For those of you who are joining me this afternoon, as we're having the opportunity, I did say at the end of last night's stream, based on what happened at work today, I might have a Christmas Eve matinee for all of you, and lo and behold, here I am, getting ready to celebrate the festive season with all of you as we prepare to continue on with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. We have returned to Charlian, where we have been able to coerce the Forum, if you will, into giving us a hand to deal with a situation that has the fate of the universe in the balance. And so, today we are going to get the Forum to give us a hand, but before we get to that point, we will have to deal with the fact that we need to help out with some new side quests that have spawned up in and around Old Charlian. So, before we head off to the main story here in this Christmas Eve matinee, we do have a couple of quests around here. We have a couple over there, and we have a new job-oriented quest that is now available at 83. So yeah, we definitely qualify for that since I'm at 84 with my dancer. So we have a locked box, but I guess we don't want to open this thing until we speak with this mysterious maiden first. So, what do you say we do that? Should you choose to undertake this quest, know that guidance from the journal, duty list, and map will be limited. You will need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your course of action. Alright, so let's take on the quest entitled Secret in the Box. The mysterious maiden regards you with interest.
You are Rika Sasaki, are you not? I've been looking for you. I am an adventurer too, and I've been tasked with delivering this letter and box to you. Though I can't say who sent them, rest assured that my client means you no ill. My work is done, so I'll leave you to it, but I suggest you start by reading the letter.
Alright then. You're just gonna leave it behind and that's it, huh? Alright. Dear Rika, there is a gift for you in the box, if you can open it. To do so, you must acquire 3 keys, the keepers of which are somewhere in Charlian. So, do I take the box with me? And if not, what's to stop someone from just taking it for themselves? Like this young lady, for instance. Yeah, smash and grabs. Yeah, totally not a name that suggests a thief. Solve the following riddles to find them, and do try to have fun. This is game after all. Towards wisdom aspiring, a keeper doth gaze, by young minds inquiring and new trails blazed. Yet the mind is a muscle, in rest it doth grow, so that all embrace slumber, the better to know. By life ever flowing, a keeper doth wait, clutching a prize his hunger to sate, yet no prize is so coveted as one golden hued, the mention of which is never thought rude. Blessed by the nymphi, a keeper doth stand, enthralled in a tale, a book in his hand. Yet evocative as letters on parchment may be, 'tis words said and heard, which impel destiny. Find the 3 keepers by using the hints in the letter. You may review the letter in your inventory. Alright. So I think we have an idea of what the first one will be. So, we're gonna head on over to where the annex is, because this is where I rest. So a place like this would seem to make sense, and they did say keepers, they did not say people, or clues.
Welcome back, Rika. Ready for a nap?
Yeah, retire to your room.
Clean sheets and warm blankets await. Rest as long as you like.
So yeah, into the Andron. This does not actually appear to be the place. I mean, we do have a place to sleep, and it is pretty much decked out with every amenity you would find in an inn room. Because yeah, obviously, inns are for suckers in Charlian, but Yeah, this is not the place where we are supposed to be, apparently. Using the unsigned area in this letter will have no effect. Okay, I guess I have to use it outside, speak with, or highlight Ojika as I use this. No, it says invalid target. Okay, I was expecting that things would open up. Apparently not, though. Alright, this could take a while. Yeah. Towards wisdom aspiring, a keeper doth gaze. By young minds inquiring and new trails blaze. Yet the mind is a muscle, in rest doth it grow. So let it all embrace slumber, the better to know. Is it in the main hall? We won't know unless I stop fixating my focus on the letter. I mean, we are in places where this would be making logical sense. We are in the annex, which is where we do rest. Alright, come back to this one later. Because, yeah, this is the obvious spot, but it's not the obvious results. In the meantime, let's go over to... Where do I want to go? I want to go to Numenon. And I want to try and find... Oh no, this is not Numenon. This is the Studium. This is not Numenon. Also, I really should put Sprint on my Dancer. And hey, we found Pudding Way! Okay, let me give a wide berth here. Because, yeah, we are trying to look for this particular thing that we're trying to seek. Hopefully we don't end up spinning our wheels on this clue also. If that's the case, then logic is just flying out the window. Yeah, where are these things? Yeah, obviously they need you to go to 3 different spots. And may I help you today, the subject of your research, and I will direct you to the most applicable resource. None of these, please. Gonna meet Kote on the opposite side. Yeah, logic is flying out the window here. We went to the place where we could find rest and found nothing. We went to the place where we could read a book and found nothing. Whoever this is really giving us a hard time. That'll embrace slumber, but that's not where it is. Touching his Yeah, enthralled in a tale, a book in his hand. 'Tis words said and heard which impel destiny. Maybe it's referring to the forum? Alright, let's try the forum then. If any of you guys who are watching who may have an inkling, feel free to post in the comments. This is where audience participation will really be useful. Alright, let's try our luck in here then. I'm gonna go around the perimeter first, then we'll double back. And go through and inside the forum. We gotta find it around here somewhere. We gotta find at least one clue. Yeah, where are these things? Alright, start checking the chamber halls of the Forum. Yeah, this may be old Shardian, but logic need not apply here. Hey there, Baba, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, no wonder there's only 2 side quests. Yeah, no wonder there's only 2. Yeah, we should have seen some evidence by now. Should have seen some sort of evidence by now of a clue for a key. And the fact that we haven't shocks me and does not shock me at the same time. Maybe it's hiding down here en route to the left. Let's find out. Alright, so now we're down here in the Hall of the Artifice. And yet I can find no trace of a key. Boy, they really do not want you to find this thing, do they? Yeah, I hope you guys weren't too attached on me doing anything main story oriented, because the way this thing's going. Well, off goes a Gleaner. Yeah, what if the Gleaners stole the keys? Read again. Mind is a vessel, in rest it doth grow, so let all embrace slumber, the better to know. Yeah, it should be the annex, but there's nothing in the annex. And then, by life ever flowing, a keeper doth wait, clutching his prize, his hunger to sate. Yet no prize is so coveted as one golden hued, the mention of which is never thought rude. Yeah, let's try looking for the golden hue. Maybe we'll finally get somewhere once we finally get something out of that, possibly. But what would be golden hued? Yeah, we basically have to think in the opposite now, because the forum did not have what we were looking for, and the annex did not have what we were looking for, so we gotta think in reverse now. So rather than looking for something golden hued, we should be looking for something silver hued. Or something to that effect. Well, I mean, yeah. If logic did apply, these gates are definitely golden hued, but... And so are these gates. Yeah, come out, wherever you are. around and double back. Nothing under the arches. There's nothing around the pillars. What is golden hued but isn't? And we have this fountain we could possibly consider. And the aetherite definitely has a golden hue to it. But of course we're not looking for something gold. We have to look for something silver. And there we go! Yeah, there we go. You're back at the starting line. Good job! Good job! Like, oh, I'm onto something! No, you're onto nothing. The full logical disregard. What is golden hued but isn't? Yeah, where does logic fly in the face? Can't go in the door. Yeah, only a true scholar would ever understand these clues. Need to read this again. Yeah, do we have to speak with people exactly? Athletus, do you know anything? And to speak with for one such thing, okay? Chamberlio, do you know anything? There's nothing more I can tell you of that of the Great Exodus for what you say for what you heard of the proclamation. Be on your way. Yes, sir. Are we looking for a particular item? Are we looking for supposed to be speaking to a particular person? We're gonna be spending the entire stream just doing this one quest. I can tell you that with absolute certainty already. No one else is in the within the form except for our people. We saw nothing that way. Is there anything behind the pillars? Nothing of note, apparently. Oh, we can't go through the doors, but there's the place we've already been to. Where does logic fly in the face? Here's all I know. I'm editing a massive chunk of this in post. Where does logic need not apply? Do you know anything, Elftrudis? Or Elftrudis, or whatever your name is? But nope. You just mend, that's it. You offer nothing else of value. There's nothing surrounding the annex. And there's nothing surrounding the annex. There's no one to speak to. Ah, wow. Talk about an absolute refusal to follow along with its own clues. Are there any other places where one can sleep in this place? Towards wisdom aspiring, a keeper doth gaze, by young minds inquiring and new trails blazed. Yet the mind is a muscle, in rest doth it grow. Oh, thank you for the Christmas gift, Baba! Thank you for the 1,000 bits! So let all embrace slumber, the better to know. Where does it want me to be? It's not in the annex, even though that is where I sleep. I could go by the Young Minds line and think it might be Levier Estates. I'm really engrossed with this letter. What can I say? Yeah, I'm really engrossed with this letter. Maybe there's something within the estate that gives me information I need. Mr. Beauchalder, do you know anything? I shall follow whichever path he chooses. Can you give me a path to where the clue is for this particular key? I'd appreciate that. Miss Celia, do you know anything? No, you play triple triad, and that's it. Well, do you small talk also? And I can't go through the fancy doors. Obviously, that's the master bedroom. And they do sweep up legitimately here. Glue. Also, yeah, here's something unexpected. A lookout point. It turns out it's number 1. Well, I can't fault it. It is a really beautiful view. Too bad it cannot give me what I really need. Alright then. And there's nothing down here. Yeah, I cannot believe we've followed the logic to the letter and we don't have a single result. But, if on nothing else on the bright side, I appreciate the Mikote who's flower collecting. But that's as much as I get. Could go through the golden gates over here and it will not be a correct answer. In fact, we literally, thanks to invisible plot wall, cannot go any further. Nor can we go any further that direction. You know, when they tell you how to have fun, but the purpose of it is to just throw your intellect in your face, that's not fun. Yeah, I would like to find out how any of these clues make sense once I finally get this thing. Because at this point I'm pretty much resorting to Wikipedia. Mr. Towering Sky, do you know anything? Clearly not. Wait, is that a Vieira? It is. Yeah, once it hits sunset, I am looking up a guide. The 3 clues. I'm that frustrated right now. Towards wisdom aspiring, a keeper doth gaze. By young minds inquiring, and new trails blazed. Yet the mind is a muscle, in rest it doth grow. So let all embrace slumber, the better to know. This should have been a clue that should have led me to the Baldessian Annex, because that is where my character sleeps. There's no other place in the game where you can do this, and it's the only place that makes sense. But there was nothing of note within the Annex or around the perimeter. By life ever flowing, a keeper doth wait, clutching his prize, his hunger to sate. Yet no prize is so coveted as one golden hued, the thought of which is never thought rude. Now, I still don't know what we're referring to with this particular thing, because it's clutching a prize, and by life ever flowing, because I would think something like that would lead me closer to where the statue is of Thaliak. But it seems like they're discouraging that because it says, yet no prize is so coveted as one golden hued, the mention of which is never thought rude. And then, blessed by the Nymphi, a keeper doth stand, enthralled in a tale, a book in his hand. Yet evocative as letters on parchment may be, 'tis words said and heard, which impel destiny. Now, something like that should have led me to 2 different places. Numenon, where the library is, because it mentions the enthralled in a tale, a book in his hand. Yet it could have also been a possibility for the Forum, because that's where words said and heard impel destiny. Especially after the main story quest, because we found out just how much the Forum screwed everyone over in Razat Han. So in other words, I've been to places where it makes sense, and yet at the same time, it doesn't make sense. Because yeah, this is where the life ever flowing would be, because the flowing of the water would mean the statue of Thaliak. And to no real surprise, nothing's here. Alright, rolling out the guide. I've suffered enough. All the intellectual clues to this question have been completely pointless. How's our complete secret in the box? Head towards 7, 9, 13, 8. Let's just warp back to the main hub. Save myself the trouble. Now, where is 7, 9, 13, 8? In a place that I would have never thought of going. See, you would think that the way they set these clues up, they would logically have you go to places that are already on the board that are notable. But nope. This is not the case at all. Because how would you ever think to find in the middle of nowhere, far away from anything and anyone else, this sleepy student? Hey you.
I worked on a report all night, and it's all I can do not to doze off in class. I thought the fresh air might help to wake me up.
Oh, you need to... Okay. Yeah, and here's something else no one would ever normally think of. Yeah, making yourself fall asleep.
I've been waiting for you, Rika. Here, my master bade me give you this key. To go so far as to disguise himself as a woman, it shows how much he wanted to meet you in person. Anyway, I played my part, so I'll return to my training. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah. Nowhere does it indicate under any circumstances that the first particular one of interest is so far off the beaten path. Not even close. Now over to 9, 7.3. But yeah, a game like this should allow you to use your intellect, not randomly wander aimlessly trying to find whoever it is you need to find. This is Charlian after all. Something like this should have forced you to use your intellect in a viable and legitimate way and not have you wander around aimlessly. Where common sense is just completely disregarded. Alright, then find 7.3. And find this nutkin. Now, if you'll pay attention here and look at this nutkin, let me use G-pose to prove my point. She's imitating the sleep that she was doing before. Let me show you the nutkin. You're supposed to say golden acorn to it, but is it holding a golden acorn? No, it's not. And nothing would ever make you think that you had to look for something like this. Because, yeah, by life ever flowing, a keeper doth wait, clutching a prize his hunger to sate. Yet no prize is so coveted as one golden hued, the mention of which is never thought rude. Yeah, I could have looked at so many things that were golden and never would have in a million years surmised an acorn that's not even golden being held by something like this. Meanwhile... So yeah, we gotta talk to this thing and say Golden Acorn, all lowercase. And there's something else. They don't even indicate that you have to say these words. Well done, my friend. From the tales I heard about you, I expected you to find me in short order, and you did. Oh, believe me, it was far less than short order. Oh, from who, you ask? Oh, just the man I admire. It was due to his influence that I decided to train under the same master. What joy to see him again after all these years. My disguise? I chose because I felt it'd be a good match for him. Quite convincing, don't you think? Maybe, yes, but not even close to pertaining to the clue. Ah, but before I forget, here's your key. I'll let you get back to the game, but when you have a moment, I'd love to hear some of your tales. After what you put me through, you don't deserve them. Now to 11585. Alright, so whoever it is going to be at the far end here. In front of the Nephamium. And we have to speak to this guy, Izumi. And yeah, we do have the fountains and all. This could have also gone to the life flowing clue, which was the second clue. Yeah, you could have easily mistaken this for clue number 2 as well. That's how confusing this particular challenge is. I honestly don't know how anyone figured this out. Because none of this stuff makes any clue or makes any sense at all. Yeah, you can see what I'm talking about here. And then, blessed by the Nymphi, a keeper doth stand, enthralled in a tale, a book in his hand. Yet evocative as letters on parchment may be, 'tis words said and heard which impel destiny. And this should have been a logical clue that should have led me to the forum. Because that's where you can not only get books in hand, but you could also be able to hear words said and heard, because that's where the most powerful people who control the fate of Sharlayan do impel destiny. But like I said, logic need not apply. Mr. Izumi, how are you, sir? Greetings, Rika. That you sought me out means you've read the letter and solved the riddle besides. Thanks to a guide. Of all of our master's peoples, your comrade is the least poetic by far, but that's never stopped him from trying to woo the ladies with song. He truly is hopeless. Still, it's good to see him hale and whole. From what master tells us, he's been through a lot. The next time you see him, do pass along my regards, and here, of course, is your key. And now let's go back to home base. Yeah, at the very least, in regards to the acorn, they should have made that thing shining and glowing to give you some indication that, yeah, this is golden hued. So, made it back to the lockbox. The keys unlock the box, which open to reveal your gift along with another letter. I don't have to do another one of these, do I? Dear Rika, allow me to congratulate you for using a guide to solving the riddles. As promised, the gift is yours to take. A long time ago, Master Louisoix left a little troublemaker in my care. At his behest, I taught the boy everything I knew in the ways of survival and infiltration. After years away from these shores, the boy has returned a man. By the set of his face alone, 'tis plain he has matured greatly. A product of his time with the Scions, I do not doubt. I thank you for being there for him, and ask that you continue to do so.
Lastly, I ask that you forgive me for not saying this directly. In spite of myself, I've never been good at expressing heartfelt sentiments in person. Hence this letter. The manner of its delivery, at the very least, I wish to make interesting, and I hope you derive some enjoyment from it. I derived enjoyment from it when I was thinking that the clues were leading to logical answers. But, as I said before, all of these merely led to various antitheses. And so we'll take our experience 735 gil plus a level 88 ring. Yeah, I spit on your antitheses and piss on them too. So, let's move on. Yeah, I spit on your antitheses and I piss on them too. Yeah, that's why none of this shit makes any sense. Exactly. So, it's been a while since we came to the last stand, so let's see if we can see what's going on here by speaking with this particular employee to take on his quest entitled For the Love of Pudding. I think I may know where this is going. The last stand employee is having pudding problems. Oh, you're with the students of Waldesian, aren't you? Please, I need your help. As you may recall, some cute, chatty little rabbits were here with your people the other day. Well, one of them, a fellow named Puddingway, later came asking for, pudding. Unfortunately, he didn't have the money for it. Instead of paying, the boss suggested having him help around the place. The problem is, he doesn't seem to understand how things work. It must be very different where they come from. Anyway, if you have a moment, do you think you could accompany Puddingway on his errand? It's nothing complicated, just collecting the items on this list. While I can't offer much, there'll be a little something in it for your troubles. Alright. So yeah, it looks like Puddingway has arrived on the scene, and so we'll go ahead and speak with him. Yeah, chilling out by the water, I see. Hey there, Puddingway.
Oh, if it isn't Rika! You've come at the perfect time to lend ear to my woes! Ever since Voyager told me about it, it's been my dream to taste the pudding of this star. Alas, that dream has been dashed, my quest for gastronomic pleasure thwarted. And by what? Some silly called Gil!
Oh, you'll get used to it.
I had heard of this Gil before coming here, but who would have thought I needed to eat pudding? And so my heart's desire must forever go unfulfilled. Truly? I get to eat pudding, and all I need to do is fetch these things with you? I'll do it! For the love of Heidelin, I'll do it! That's a mental mold, some Delamore fellow's cookbook, and a bottle of Yakko milk that we need, yes? Let's hop to it!
Puddingway is now accompanying you. Because, yes, this will be far easier than what we were just doing. And it will not even be close! Alright, round in the corner. And running alongside, well, we are on the upper tiers, so we're fine. So we'll go ahead and cross the bridge and get on over to Numenon. That's by some of the people who we've helped out already. Yeah. Hey, Puddingway, for your information, this is what a tree looks like. Yeah, your people's neon variation does not exactly work here. Alright, let's go. And on we go into the Numenon. Let's find this fancy cookbook, which we can see is glittering all the way in the corner. And that's something else they could have done with the previous quest. And I know I'm gonna be stuck griping about that for a while, but can you really blame me for what they did to me? Let's take a copy.
I think this is the cookbook we're looking for. The note says it's already checked out for us, so all we need to do is grab it and bring it back.
It's been checked out for us. Who did that? Oh, anyway, onward we go. Yeah, we gotta head on now to the opposite end of the area, closer towards the primary aetherite. Yeah, we'll make our way on over there and do what needs to be done. You know, we'll get on across over and then we'll make our way over to where it is. And there's a convenient bridge right over here, so we will go ahead and take it. Hey there, Luna. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, Luna, how messed up was it for you to do... I don't know if you've done this particular quest or not, but the one where you have to get 3 keys from 3 unknown people in Charlian using a series of clues to guide you. Have you ever done that? And if so... how much did you lose your shit? Because, yeah, all of the intelligent, logical clues, locations that would have made perfect sense, made 0 sense. Anyway, let's go and find Mr. Dadapoo. Or Miss Dadapoo in this case.
What can I help you and your little bunny friend with?
We need to get something from you.
We need a metal mold, something suitable for the making of delicious pudding. Do you have any?
Apparently so.
I do, as a matter of fact. This is for the last stand, I take it. I'll go ahead and put it on your account. Thanks for your custom.
Alright. Hey Lou, welcome to the stream. And how were you able to figure out the various antitheses of that quest? Yeah, how were you able to figure out that what they were saying wasn't true? See, our final location is going to be right over there. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself, and say hi to Amanda and John for me. Wow, so many people have the Mega Sisters minion. That's sprouting up like weeds. Oh, someone's getting fancy with their sandal look. Oh, here we are. Well, that was the thing, because I explained it about 15 minutes ago, but all of the logical places that could have been where these clues were not even where the results were. Alright, Harlison. For the last stand, are you? I heard they'd be sending someone. Here's the yucca milk.
Thank you! I can't wait for it to become delicious pudding!
Ah, so that's what it's for. The milk's freshly squeezed, so I dare say it'll make a fine treat. Look how happy Pudding Way is. Yeah, thank you so much! Yeah, the first clue where they talked about sleeping, that should have been a logical clue to take me to the annex, because that's where your character sleeps. And that's not where you had to go. And then for the golden hue item, I could have gone to any number of places to find anything golden hued, and I would not have found out what I was looking for. But that just shows you how defyingly stupid that quest was. Hello there, sir. We're back. How did it go? Were you able to attain anything? Well, we got the stuff right here. Wonderful! I'll set about making pudding at once. Not just any pudding either, but the most famous rainbow pudding, born of the brilliant culinary mind of the legendary Master Delamont. this little one has wanted to try pudding so badly, it's only right that we serve him the very best. With a wink, too. Like, aww. As for your good self, this isn't much, but please accept this as payment for your troubles. Do we even get to see Pudding Way have at it? Nah, we don't even get to see him enjoy it? That sucks. Anyway, we'll take our experience 735 gil plus 2 portions of baked alien soup. Yeah. This game is getting weirder and weirder.
At long last, the pudding of the star! I can already taste it. Some of it better than Oriange's lackluster offerings.
Oh, do we actually get you to see you eat it?
Thank you ever so much. Because of you, not only do I get to eat pudding, I've learned a thing or two about how they're making to boot. As surely as my name is Pudding Way, I'll endeavor to learn as much as I can about this toothsome treat as I can.
Yeah, you enjoy that there, Pudding Way. Yeah, don't worry, Luna. I knew it was you. Yeah, we're kind of running out of space here. Oh, Luna! Yeah, just for, ceremony, maybe? Yeah, maybe this is your angel's robe for Christmas. Yeah, it's good to see you here, joining me here today. Alright, you want to come along? Because I do have one more side quest that needs to be done here in and around the area. Oh, and you're working on your sage. Awesome. Well, you keep at it. Meanwhile, we still have one more side quest to do here for now in Old Charlian. So, over to North Dota. It's been a while since we've seen you, young lady. So let's take a look at the level 83 quest that's entitled, That Specimen Came from the Moon! North Dota is looking decidedly smug.
Good to see you here, Rika. I've heard a great deal about your recent exploits as everyone else. That's why I feel confident recommending you for associate level hunts. The challenges you face from here on out will be significantly tougher to contend with, but I wager you can handle them. You've yet to give me a reason to believe otherwise. Associate specimens are not only more threatening, but also more difficult to track down. You'll have to seek them out in the world's most inaccessible and inhospitable reaches. Like bloody Garlemald. God, I hate that place. Now, if Ilsebal's unfriendly north was the only problem, I'd simply remind you to strap on your furs and take some ale from the road, but... well, perhaps if you ask Jalakshai what she is working on. There's nothing quite like hitting it straight from the Chocobo's mouth.
Alright there, Jalakshai, what do you got?
Yes, I've heard of him here. If North Dota insists, I will tell you precisely what I'm dealing with at the moment. Let's take a look at this request from Chrysel, shall we? She's Charlian's sole xenobiologist, a self-proclaimed one, mind you, and it's her raison d'etre to prove that life exists upon stars other than our own. The astronomers have long since banned her from the meetings and refused any request she makes on principle, but alas, we have no such luxury. She's been demanding samples from the moon for some time now, despite the obvious impossibility of acquiring them. Associate hunts often present such challenges, ones with no ready solution, though we gleaners pride ourselves on our resourcefulness. All we can do, in such cases, is post them on the board and hope for a miracle. Try telling that to the clients, though. In any case, I'll be thankful for you to take a look at the board and try your hand at any builds that suit you. The guild ship has high hopes for your success. No pressure, of course.
None taken. So, we'll take our experience in 751 gil. Associate guild ship mark bills are now available. You are now permitted to take them for associate hunts from guild ship hunt boards in Old Charlian and Razad Han. New quests will become available upon reaching level 89, which I can take right now. So yeah, while we're in the neighborhood, we might as well just get this over with. Also, thanks for joining us, Lou. We'll see you next time. Oh, I guess I have to be in fighting shape. Or not? Or do I have to get a certain bit of story? Yeah, I haven't gotten far enough. Okay. We haven't gotten far enough, so I guess it's now back off to the main story. And with the trolling that this game did this so far today, perhaps not a moment too soon. Alright, going back into the forum. Alright, we have returned. With all the members from the Silence of the Seventh Dawn and the begrudging Fortuno. Yeah, get ready, this is gonna be quite a treat. Let's go ahead and speak with Fortuno to take on the level 88 main story quest entitled Going Underground. Fortuno's ability to maintain a stiff upper lip is being sorely tested. Yeah, I can tell. As instructed, I shall take you to see the Aether Burner. Meet me outside the Archaeon. I trust you can make your own way there. Yeah, we can. And we'll see you there.
So the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking?
Yeah, I guess. Away we go. Alright, so we need to get down into Labyrinthos, but I imagine it's going to take a while to get to where we need to be from where we are, so... because we don't... there's no Aetherite right at the main building. Oh, we can warp to the Aetherite. Because you always get the Praetorium? Alright, we're on the scene. Let's speak with Fortuno. Our destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archaeon's lift. Finally! Step inside and have Opheline take you to the medial circuit. Alright, lead on. So yeah, we get to finally use the normal way. I am down with that. Hey there, Miss Opheline. We have an agreement now. Yes, I do wish to use the lift. And so upon arrival... Yeah, hi there. I've sent your associates ahead to Logisticon Alpha on the other side of Mario Agronomics. Alright then. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to... Oh, what's that? Yeah, no, never mind, it can wait. Let us attend to the matter at hand. Yeah, gotta put our priorities first. Yeah, if he is intending to apologize to me, I don't think he really wants to do it right now. He's having a hell of a time swallowing his pride. But we'll keep beating him over the head over it. Well, the fact that I'm at the level 88 main story should pretty much tell you how far I am. In terms of the main story, I had spoken with the Forum, and they have agreed to help me now. And we're going all the way down to the far south end. I'll probably get still aggro from the 81s, of course. But yeah, it's not much further now as far as main story, but of course, I still have a lot of side quests to do still. So, let's go on inside. Into Logisticon Alpha we go. And hook up with everyone. Except for Fortuno, of course. Yeah, it's probably snailing it.
We are to wait here until our father arranges for us to use the next lift.
If you can still call him that.
Here, being Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you've already made it that far there, Luna.
Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? Why, father brought me here as a child.
Yeah, I guess he'd had more of an interest in it than you?
What? And left me behind?
Well, you are the evil twin. Obviously, you were doing evil twin things.
Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. 'Tis all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wondrous. But I have gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loprits in recreating a similar environment. I have come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiac, the habitations built for all mankind beneath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. 'Tis no mere coincidence.
Yeah, there you are.
Well, ever since Heidelin unfolded was the green fate that awaits Etheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. But that is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. So not just the moon, huh? Though the Loprits have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. I've arranged for you all to enter the Central Circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have not been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions, and will have free reign to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the former, after all. Yeah! We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust. Your trust. Yeah, just stares at him. Then let us proceed. Yeah, he's really trying to not look at them. Yeah. How long will it take before you finally crack him? Like, does he have to be dying first before he'll finally acknowledge his children again? Miss Hester, how are you? By decree of the Fall, the Sons of the Seventh Dawn are permitted to enter the Central Circuit. And we shall do just that. Because it seems dawn has come up now here in Labyrinthos. Alright. Welcome to Tier 3. Mr. Fortuneau. The Aether Burner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Kokol Dunkor, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. Alright then, lead on. Looks like we're going south of here. So we do see a path that we can use, and so we shall use it. Yeah, I should probably also change to Dancer while I'm making this transition, just so that I can pick up the various locations too. Of course, I'll have to switch back to Dragoon when I complete the quest, of course. Yeah, I really want to make all that experience count. Also, I should
Yeah, so the next current is just slightly further away. Alright, so this is the forge. And this is Kokol. Hello there. He definitely seems to be entranced right now.
Swap 'em out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows.
Well, you have quite a voice for a lot of foul.
Think. We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think.
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah, surprise!
I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
No.
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Etherburner conundrum.
Yeah. Where are the cavalry?
Not seen you lot down here before.
We've been given special permission to be here.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Damn. And so...
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Etherburner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace.
Alright.
As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether.
Clearly.
Ambient or otherwise. And transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
That's your definition?
Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb.
Let's hope not.
But it ain't perfect.
From what they tell me.
According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient.
Just 6%? Wouldn't 60% have made more sense?
A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Damn.
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive.
So can we scale that down
It
somehow?
is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Apparently.
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Remember who has the elegant knowledge.
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some in's like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Tempering?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with.
So needle and haystack, essentially.
Drive calls from Ragnarok class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Yeah, that's right. You want to go and fetch the whatsits, or the White Raven's ghost that haunts me, or this sounds like a job for someone else? Yeah, we don't have to go there, but yeah. Obviously, you only get this if you did the Bahamut coils. Yeah. That White Raven.
Heavens, are you alright? You look pale as a... Well... Best put that battle from your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously...
So we're splitting up to cover more ground?
Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
Yeah, catch.
What's all this?
You mean you don't know?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us Heavensward.
Yeah, solely referencing expansion 3.
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Or 2, rather. Yeah, who are we making a call to?
Understood. I will contact the Lord
Lucia.
Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the
And
final
as well.
days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Yeah, hey there, Arun.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Like the Guardians? Yeah, send word.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design?
Hi, Sirena.
The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad.
Yeah. Unlike the Forum.
Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics.
But would they actually help us, though?
Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Exactly.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer.
Hi there, Sickard.
I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Yeah, I think grog is beneath the people here in Charlian.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, the boys are all set to go. Yeah, and so are the girls, as well as Graha, and me too. And our little Lalafell engineer can't wait to get started. Meanwhile, you're seeing all of this there, Fortuno. Yeah, I've seen enough. I'm out of here. Yeah, I mean, he said his task was done after he introduced us to this little guy. What more does he need to do? Alright, Kral, the conclusion belongs to you.
It's times like these we are reminded of how famous, or infamous, Alphanode has become. Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link pod conversation? We're expecting rather a lot from our visitors in the near future, so I best attend to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try.
Alright. Oh, and who might that be? Yeah, please tell us. Or I guess that's a surprise.
That's for me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck.
And so in the meantime, we'll take our half-minute experience 1797 gil and a level 88 chess piece. And off goes Kryl. Meanwhile... Yeah, not done with cutscenes yet. Over in Ul'dah. What's happening over there? Has the end of days now reached there too, as the Sultana speaks with the members of the Syndicate, as well as Pippin and Papashan.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames, and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Isn't that right, big boy, with your many facial scars?
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade, clear the way.
And what of you?
Vito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it.
He certainly shall.
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Ul'dah's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth?
Never give up.
That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Ul'dah will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ul'Namo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Do we get to see similar cutscenes elsewhere? In Ishgard, Gridania, Limsa, Luminsa. Do we get anything else like that? Or no? Nope, we are going to Gridania. We are going to the Black Shroud. To the North Shroud, specifically. Who leads the charge here? Hey, look who it is! Yeah, from the Archers Guild. Yeah, multiple representatives of the Archers Guild. The Guildmaster Lucien and the head archer whose name I cannot remember right now. Also, hey there, Arun. Speak with a twin adder, I see.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses.
So what do you do?
Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
Well, look who's coming to give you a hand. Representatives from
In that
Alamigo.
case, might I suggest taking us along?
Hi there.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
And you guys clearly are not.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Are our deficiencies so plain to see?
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud.
So yeah, you're familiar with this place.
I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I like your style. There, Arun. And so away they go. Oh. Well, hold. Oh, you need some time to look into the sky, Lise?
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Yeah. Stay true to your word for him. But now the music changes. Where are we going next? To Kerthus and to Ishgard. So, yeah, that looks like a man land making a mad scramble over to Horshafont's grave, no less.
There you are.
Where he's gonna find his brother Arturel already in mourning.
Brother. Everyone has already.
Give him a moment to mourn. Yeah. Pay respects first. Oh, jeez. That is a dragon. But which one?
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they're stirring. But who is going to be helping them out? As far as the dragons are concerned. Then to the far east, to the Ruby Sea. Geez, we're going to cover every area in the game in the first, it seems. As Hancock talks with the representatives of the...
And so, in summation, the Eastern
of the
Alliance,
Confederacy.
as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
How much of a ruby tithe are you willing to pay? Yeah, come on there, Rashomon and Tansui. But in the meantime, we can...
Is that...
Yeah, we have Kojin saying hello.
Hancock? What a surprise this is.
Long time no see, Sorbonne.
And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Seiryu? Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's a lot to take in all at once. But hey, we know how many people are involved now, so is this the 89? No, it's not the 89 yet, it's still the 88. Yeah, I have no shortage of items right now in my inventory. And I definitely need to start opening up some of these chests to see if I can find anything that is currently better than what I have. A Starcourt's Ring of Slaying. And a Chondrite Top of Maiming. This stuff is 86, which is basically negligible at this point. And I'm nowhere near an Aetherite. Well, there is one over there, but I can't access it currently. So let me see, at the very least. Yeah, because this has one slot on it. That also has one slot on it. Critical hit and determination. Yeah, I'd be swapping out determination for direct hit rate. But the gains are starting to improve ever so slightly. Not much, but ever so slightly. And in the meantime, this has critical hit and direct hit rates. There'd be more critical hits. I'd lose the determination. Yeah, such is the case of trying to figure out what is the best thing for me at this point. And also, you may have guessed it, but that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do. Should probably also discard some of this collectible stuff because it's just taking space in my inventory right now. Alright, so let's go ahead, because yeah, I can figure out this matching with my gear later when I'm not streaming. So for now, let's go ahead at some point. Let's go ahead and speak with Alpha Note to take on the next level 88 main story quest entitled No Job Too Small. Alpha Note is resisting the urge to pat himself on the back. Though our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might be to do to be of service? Ha! You've already done more than enough! If I have to say though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. We got your man. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair, you seem to know more than the average scholar. Yeah, he does. And so, if only Master Kakol knew how right he was. While he and Graha established rapport, why don't we help with the preparations for the Great Exodus? Do we have to? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangements, but I propose this not to curry favour. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarise ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse, and if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantites. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, let's do it. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you've a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Surely in Hamlet is nazi with researchers and scholarly types, busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. Ha! That lot need all the help they can get! And so, well then, off we go. And they're off. And so are we. So, yeah, back the way we came, because it seems like there's nothing further this direction for right now. Also, I want to switch to Dancer for the simple fact that I want to get try and squeeze every little bit of experience I can. You also may have noticed that my Dancer is already up to 84. At this rate, I'll be able to get Rika to do the ranged DPS quests when made available. Of course, I do want to try and get the other Warriors of Light to contribute as well. I was thinking for a while of having Edie do the same, but I really don't want to use a skip block on him, and it would take so long to get a contribution for him, and to be honest, I really don't know what I would want him to contribute for. The one thing that he really could only contribute for would be for tanking, because he does have Marauder unlocked, but that's the extent of it. So let's go ahead and speak with Alexei.
From what I can tell, a lot of people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholarlock Mortashane mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way.
Alright. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. Alright. So away they go. And now this opens up various quests in and around the Aetheryte too. Who can we speak to? Who can provide us with the information that we seek? Well, starting with a steady current, a Rogadin gentleman. Hello there, sir. Helping with the Ark. Even with all the Power Master Kokol's managed to squeeze out of the Aetherburner, it's still not enough, apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the Exodus sooner! People are dying and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan and all will be well. Well, you are a steady current for sure there, sir. Alright, who else can we speak to? Maybe hiding behind somewhere. Yeah, Paltasan. Nice to meet you, young lady.
Offering to help? That's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly a list of the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist on our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants, but I might prefer something small and fluffy, like that behatted rabbit that ran by.
And seemed to double back. Yeah, you saw it too, right? Oh wait a minute, that wasn't a rabbit, that was a frog. Yeah, you tricker. Yeah, had us going there for a while. Alright, where is our last person of interest? So yeah, these people are usually hiding around on the outskirts of the ring. Right over here. We have another Rogadin known as Silken Grin. Hello there.
Hello. Are you one of the new helpers?
Well, actually.
Working on that Aether Burner? Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I'd choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in, day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The form got enough on their plate as it is. What with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when? Lots of power, people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortuno and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep?
I guess not. Alright, switching. Okay. So the person we're gonna speak with is somewhere around here, and it turns out Livingway has arrived.
Fancy meeting you here, Rika. Our friends in the forum brought us to their teeny tiny toy boat, which is quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is the thirst itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it.
Yeah, it's all news to you, isn't it?
We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. All that time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Oriange and your good self. Since you're both darling about engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun?
I guess. But we'll take our experience and 776 skill first. And then we'll leave that for another time because, well, first of all, I do need to attune. But then we have a few more side quests that we can take on. And since I want to gain on Dancer while I'm doing it, we'll go ahead and switch to that and attune. Yeah, thankfully the first quest we're going to see is not that far from the main story quest. Yeah, we'll spend the rest of the stream doing all this stuff, so let's speak with Fiola to take on her quest entitled Seeing Red. Fiola seeks those in possession of both a green thumb and a penchant for punishing plants.
Oh my, the ways of Thaliak are as mysterious as they are providential. To think a woman so robust as you would appear before me in my hour of need. If this is not divine intervention, I do not know what is.
How so?
I face a trial for which I am not equal nor ever shall be. It involves the capture of my most feared nemesis. Tomatoes, you see, I can barely speak the vile beast's name without my gorge rising.
Urge to gorge rising.
You would do well to consider my offer, truly. I have money set aside, quite a bit in fact. All you need to do is capture one of those vile vegetables. You'll find them near Marial Economics and they are quite hard to miss. Disgusting things that they are.
Alright then. We'll do what we can. Use the thick burlap sack to capture a subdued stray tomato. Alright, let's go find it. So, actually they're not kidding when they say it's closer to Marial Agronomics. Yeah, can I use the lift to go up back to the top or the middle tier rather? No. Yeah, if I wanted to do that, I'm gonna have to go all the way down there, then all the way back up there. Game. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be a long way to go, no matter which way I go. Alright, take me down to the medial. And we'll go from there. Oh, yeah, I probably can't get over the wall. Not with what I'm driving. Yeah, as the sun sets on another day here in Labyrinthos, we'll make our way down to where the target is. Oh, we only need to hit one of these things. That's my chocobo. And start cutting up this tomato. Whoa! Tomato juice, huh? And that's enough. Let's head on back. Yeah, that was simple enough. Once we got there. Alright, Fiola, we're back.
Well, were you able to capture one of those terrible tomatoes?
Yeah, don't worry. We got you. Yeah, she was clearly scared.
Pardon me, even in the sack I cannot stomach the wretches. Or better in than out, I suppose. At least I won't get its disastrously painful juices into anyone's eyes. You must be curious as to why tomatoes maddened into violence were running amok. Well, the truth is a gleaner had sold a congeries of vegetable seeds to cultivate on the plantation, and a few of these vermin managed to slip in unnoticed. The soil was exceptionally fertile by the looks of it, because the creatures proliferated with alarming ease. It's more so than anyone could have possibly guessed. And to provide this tale with an even stranger twist, the juices they squirted into my eyes had a salubrious effect. I no longer need my glasses. I can see with perfect clarity now, though I was in a great deal of pain, mind you. Well, when life gives you tomatoes, make eye juice? No, that hasn't a very pithy ring to it at all. At any rate, your services have been most helpful. I will begin my research as soon as I am back in the laboratory. Oh, and before I forget, your reward.
Yeah, please give it to us. With our experience, 835 gil and 2 portions of Psychon salad for a mage DPS. Alright, let's move on. Yeah, we'll leave the blue quest for next time. Just for anyone who's wondering. Alright, next up, let's go ahead and speak with this distressed chef to take on her quest entitled Happily Ever After. A consternated chef despairs at her present predicaments.
Heavens, Forfan! You think that's what happened in my kitchen? The nerve! Oh, you there, yes, you. You're the look for one who knows what she's about, and I am in desperate need of one such as you. Pick yourself a bushel of Mariel Economics apples, but won't you know some masterly mandragora swiped those red beauties from under my nose? Not sure how they got there in the first place, but that's beside the point. I can well try to steal them back myself, but goodness knows how many hours it will be before I stumbled upon that blasted bandits. I'm only one woman. I can't cover all that ground by myself. So be a friend and help me get my apples back, would you?
Alright then, one Miko to another.
I just knew you'd oblige me. Now then, let's talk strategy. I'll scare the area just south of here, so you take the north. Deal? Mandragores buried themselves in the dirt to hide, so if you see one of their bulbous heads poking out of the soil, hit them with one of those malodorous bombs. They'll be so surprised to get a face full of stink they'll leap out and leave behind my apples.
Won't that mean your apples will stink though?
The thief will probably take off running, but let them go. I just want my pilfered fruit returned. Besides, Mandragora carcass isn't on the menu tonight. Right then, I'll leave you to your search. Happy hunting!
Alright. And so away she goes. Time for us to be on our way. 3 different spots. All over there where we have not gotten to a part of the map we can reveal yet. Meanwhile, yeah, if I'm in the neighborhood, let's see if I can find any more Aether Currents I can obtain. Is the next one directly above me? No, it's to the west. Well, first of all, yeah, stop a little pain on your brain. Yeah, that got you going. The gobsmacked garlic is so affronted by your pestering it has fled. It does not appear to be the culprit you're after. Now over here. We got a peculiar vegetable up next. And an Aether Current, which is being defended by this level 88. A Center Probassa. Thankfully it's turning away. Meanwhile, let's have a look at this peculiar vegetable. And throw some powder on it. Yeah, hey there, Queenie. The quizzical queen up and flees in a flustered state, leaving behind apples. It would appear that this knavish mandragora was behind the fruit napping. So let's help ourselves to these, yeah, oversized apples. No, they're not keen on that. Yeah, they go up well past my ankle. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun carrying these things back. But let's return them to where they need to be. Where's the next current, though? It's back to the east, so... First things first.
Alright, distressed chef, we're back. Ah, there you are.
I've come up empty-handed, sad as that is to admit. How did you fare? Were you able to recover the apples?
Indeed we have. Here you go.
You were! Oh, Mark, I can't thank you enough. Goodness me, now that I have a proper look at them, and they're rather enormous, aren't they? Funny how I didn't see that before. Labyrinthos, as you surely noticed, is entirely man-made, and our continued prosperity is thanks in part to the elemental reactor and the false sun. Though, if truth be told, those two things are likely to blame for our oversized fruits. Word is there's research afoot to see if the above-ground orchards could produce something of a similar size as well. Given what little we know, though, I'm sure that day is sure a long way off. Oh, beg your pardon, here I am, talking your ear off when I'm sure you have better things to be getting on with. Heavens no, I certainly do. Apple pies don't bake themselves now, do they? Thank you again for your help.
Glad we could, so we'll take our experience 735 gil and a Chondrite level 88 bracelet. Alright. I want to check my Dragoon again. And we'll have a look at the contents. Starport's been wrestled of slain. And this thing is got skill speed and direct hit rates. That has skill speed and determination. Yes, it's always these unfortunate trade-offs that really try and put me in a really confusing spot where I'm trying to figure out how is the best way to use this thing. Alright, let's continue on then. Over to Charmant here. Get back in the Dancer garb before we take the quest. And take on the quest entitled Herbicidal Tendencies. Charmant's eyes have a faraway look about them, as if he's thinking great thoughts.
What luck! You're just the gallant sort I was in search of. You see, I've rigged up an experimental new tincture, one that brings lure a certain type of fiend. I had hoped a brave adventurer might test its efficacy for me in the field. And since you're here, perhaps you could fill that role. Good. Now then, about this solution of mine. With the help of some gleaners, I've crafted a concoction that can itinerate even the hardest of Seedkin's casings, allowing one to make quick work of the beasts. Or so my hypothesis goes, anyway. Alas, my genius remains untested and thus unproven, which is where you come in. One so well versed in the ways of war should have no trouble at all verifying the tincture's efficacy, I should think. Based on the information I have ascertained, an oversized bear cannon can be found wandering to the west of Logisticon Beta. Douse that sadistic seedkin in my newest nostrum and bash it into a bloody pulp for me, would you?
Alright. So, let's go see if we can use this at all. So we'll head on off to the specified location. How close is it to an Aether Currents? Well, it turns out we're going away from it. Well, we never know until we actually use the compass, so... yeah, it doesn't necessarily help, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We got quests to complete and things to check off. So yeah, it looks like we'll be... yeah, we're actually crossing into another threshold, which means another automatic experience point gain. As we go into Logisticon Beta. Yeah, we keep them coming and we'll keep on doing what needs to be done. And another experience point gain. Now, remember the Anillas from Stormblood? Also, meanwhile... yeah, for a moment I thought that was an Aether Currents. But... if I go this way... and don't get attacked, I think this is going to be at the top of this? Where are you? Right here. Yeah, it turns out you're on the lower tier. Alright. So then, let's go and forge onward. Where's the next one? It's 577 back to the east. Yeah, that's quite a ways out. Also looks like I need to gain a tier. Ooh, look out. Yeah, for a reason. Yeah, for a reason. Yeah, get that thing off my back. Okay, then. Let's get ready for a throwdown. Let's do this. Yeah, let's cut you up and take you down. Oh, wait a minute. I got to use this. Now use that. Now go all out. Yeah, it's sometimes easy to forget that I have this in my possession, because I really don't use it all that much. Yeah, show off some of my really fancy moves for all of you here today. Yeah, how's that for Merry Christmas? And Happy Starlight here in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, yeah, we beat you so badly we don't even get to that point. Fine by me. Let's head on off back to the hamlet. Alright. So, southbound we go. Up the stairs and back to Charmel. Hey there, we're back. Why, not a scratch on you. I mean, I take this to mean my student did his job then. Yeah. It most certainly did, or I didn't bother using it. No, we used it. Is that so? Goodness, my genius is rather startling, isn't it? That was a tincture most hastily thrown together. Nary a thought that was put into it. At any rate, I must thank you for services rendered. Here, for your troubles. Well then, I must return to my pondering. These theories of mine won't hypothesize themselves. No, they certainly won't. So, we'll take our experience in 735 gil. Alright, so... Oh, another quest has popped up. Okay, we'll take that, sure. We'll clear them all out. We have time to do that, certainly. Yeah, think you're all done, all of a sudden, poof, new quest appears. But hey, that was happening in Elpis, too. You clear one quest, suddenly another one appears. And the next quest will come courtesy of this Elemental Reactor Operator. Let's go ahead and speak with him to take on his quest entitled The Case of the Missing Gleaner. Or I guess I could say it in an old-timey voice. The Case of the Missing Gleaner. The Reactor Operator is wearing a most impatient look. Excuse me, but can I trouble you for a moment? I'm looking for someone, you see, and I was hoping you might help. I was due to receive a pair of beasts captured in St. Lucian's Arboretum, but the Gleaner who was meant to make the delivery has yet to appear, and I've grown rather tired of waiting. I tried reaching him via link pill, but to no avail. I'm tempted to go out and search for him myself, but what if he arrives and I'm not here? So, would you be willing to find said Gleaner for me? Alright. Thank you. You ought to be a relatively easy spot, I should think, considering he's traveling with 2 mud-covered seedkin. So trust him here first. I'll check around here just to make sure he's not rounding the corner or some such. Should you both find him before I do, hurry back here, will you? And so away he goes, and so must we. And so off we go to try and find this particular Gleaner, and as well as the 2 mud-covered seedkin as he describes them. Now, I don't know what a seedkin is, but it's obviously covered in mud, which means nothing can possibly come good from it. But we're gonna make our way over here, riding on a fancy little motorcycle. I would have a fancy car to be driving, but unfortunately I don't have anything from that style of that particular era. As we make our way over around here into the target circle, we'll try and find who we're looking for. And looks like we have found the person of interest. He's got his little CDs, his little mud-covered CDs, and look at these things. Yeah, They don't even qualify to be seeds. Let's see if this kid needs any of our help. Let's give him a hand and see what made him fall to his knees and whatnot.
Thank goodness you're here. Poor Bossa caught me by surprise. Gave me a nasty shock, but what are you doing all the way out here?
I came here to help you out.
Oh, of course. I suppose all this waiting would make anyone rather nervous. I'll give my apologies to the operator when I deliver these specimens.
Yeah, you go do that.
As for the specimens themselves, well, let's just say I'm rather surprised that they're still in one piece, despite being bathed in lightning.
Lightning?
The Earth alignment probably saved them, come to think of it.
They certainly seem to be happy about it.
At any rate, thank you, kind stranger. Doubt I'd still be among the living if not for your aid. Right then, I better get going. Don't want to keep the operator waiting any longer than he already has.
Yeah, and so let's get back on over to the hamlet. See how the operator is next to his associate return to him. So once again, get on our fancy motorcycle and be on our way. We'll round out that corner and we'll make our way over to the person of interest. And it looks like he's come back to where he was before, and looks like the Sea King are now with him instead.
Oh, there you are. I was wondering when I would see you again. The Gleaner told me everything that happened, how you got him out of a tight spot. He seems to have escaped largely unscathed, but the Convergents are giving him a thorough inspection just in case. You may not know this, but they're actually a variety of Kopkur, with only these that happen to be smeared in a unique type of mud originating from the Arboretum. Actually, we've been to that particular place. Judging by the look of on your face, you already know this species, don't you? Yes, something tells me you're already quite intimate with the Arboretum. Isn't it just a wonderful place? Depends on who you ask. You must be wondering why I required these many little things. Well, I had a theory that the Earth alignment might prove to be of use in the amplification of said elements. I had not expected such an unfortunate accident would come out of my curiosity, though. Well, none of us are worse or worse, so perhaps not that unfortunate. The Gleaner is still alive and kicking, and the samples made it safely here. All thanks to you, of course, so all's well that ends well, yes? I suppose so. So we'll take our experience and our 735 gil. Now let this operator be on his way with his creepy muddy seed kit. And so that leaves, for now, the blue quests for the Aether Currents as well as the main story. So, yeah, I hope all of you guys who came this afternoon enjoyed the little Christmas Eve matinee I had for all of you. So, we will be back here later tonight as we get on with that particular blue quest, and then we'll move on to the main events and get back to the main story for level 88, because we know that there are people out there who are trying to help us, who are trying to get stuff all the way here to Shirley, and we gotta make sure that it arrives safely. So, I will see you guys back here not tomorrow, later tonight, and we will see just how far we can get. And so, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker live here on Twitch. See you guys back here later tonight for more awesome 14 action. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.